Very warm welcome to all of you. So I begin here my journey with narrative ideas and practices. Uh, so the question that I kept asking is, what is it that this journey meant to me? What is it that stood out and influenced me most? So there was this phrase that I happened to come across a couple of days back. Unless we ask questions, it is less likely that people find an answer. I think what seriously and sincerely blew me away every time, every block, as you may have noticed, was the power of these questions. It was literally like it empowered me and gave me that strength that I can just go on full on. The narrative ideas gave me a context. These practices, ideas, this was like a context. But it was these questions. This appeared to me like a sword in my hand, where the foundation of the context was there. But the razor sharp edge of the sword was these questions that actually helped me make that cut wherever that was needed. Just a drop of that one question and then silence. I think it did magic, and I was already seeing it in my work. What stood out to me, as everybody's already spoken, intention, movement, and possibilities. These are the three key words. Keeping the right intention. And intention not just of constantly asking and checking with my own self as to what is it that I'm doing, what I'm doing, is it the right thing that I'm doing in terms of the questions that I'm asking, am I taking on to the journey which is meant for, and checking with the client at all times, not making assumptions, whether this conversation is going well. That same phrase, is the conversation going okay for you? Movement meant two things. Not just loitering, which we've all seen, going back and forth, going into the present or the future, or bringing them back to the past. But also it meant making that space for them. Just making that space for them was movement. I learned it here. And then holding that space for them, not expecting an answer right away. And I've used it several times, and I have nobody else but to thank Ravi for giving me that. The ghost would come into me of Ravi. Literally speaking, I experienced it in small little ways, but in a group, mind you, he has that. He sits here and he looks straight into your eye, hears you right down to the bottom, and gets something out of you. Even then you use words, but when I experienced it so well. And so I had an opportunity to do a workshop with 20 children at Angel Express Foundation. And there were all mix of children. There were a couple of girls and boys that were in the 9th grade as well. And I used that. I looked just into that eye, and there was something that transpired between me and the child. It was not necessary that they had to say something really, but then I could see that movement in her. It took her just a few minutes, and then I could see she was doing something. So that connect, and I made with a couple of children there. So that was very powerful. And possibilities, of course. Possibilities of various conversations, knowing that the expertise lies with the person. I kind of also experience myself as just a Sherpa on a journey, taking them on a journey, where, knowing now that the expertise lies with them, they've got to walk their path. I'm just there either wielding my sword, as I would see myself, rather than carrying their backpacks. Just helping them at those little points, maybe to unburden what is important for them, or just highlighting those little magic moments, and double listening. So I think possibilities has given me a different level of confidence and conviction that there is a crack. The expertise is with them, so I don't have to worry. I don't go with those expectations now, or that how you put it. How we start blaming, or we think that no, it had to be like that, or it did not have to be like that, and the person did not, that there was no shift. No, but that the beauty is in that space. Hold it. And I've been using that, and somewhere that some movement happens. So traversing from what is known and familiar to what is possible to know, that conviction is there. And lastly, the language of understanding, collaboration or cooperation, whatever you may say, is just, it's kind of, I feel, I have been baptized into another religion the moment I pick up any book and I read it. I'm in a different world. And when I use it, it is a religion. I have no other words to express it, how beautiful, what it has initiated me into. I'm really grateful, thankful. The question that unless we ask questions, and I realize that big time. I'm sorry, I forgot to give a background that I have worked largely with the school, with children of the 9th and the 10th grade, and also at a hospital where again children of the similar age. Therefore, when I kept seeing the power of these questions, how they were bringing about a change or a shift, one of the kids asked me, in fact, several had that same look or a question कि हमसे तो किसी ने पूछा ही नहीं है. So it's a fact. When they have not been asked only, how would they ever even try and explore or look for an answer or anything for that matter? And it just really happens. I could see it happening. So the thought was always there that I wanted to do something with the question and to bring it more to the people and not just keep it to myself or to a couple of all of us who are just meeting another handful of children or adults. And therefore to create accessibility of narrative therapy की ideas in an easy, playful and an approachable manner for more and more people to experience it, to help people traverse different aspects of their preferred way of being and to be able to refocus, so they are able to refocus, re-engage with and reshape different aspects of one's life. And for that, I created a product, and though the journey began with thinking that I wanted to create a board game, however, it was just limited to somewhere externalizing math, and we stuck with a few questions, but I wanted it to have more and more of the things for the maths, and therefore, this कहानियों में कहानियों का पिटारा came about. It's just a narrative therapy informed activity toolkit that I wanted to bring about for children, and which actually has this is the booklet of all the exercises that actually we have done here, that I've compiled together in a more organized, structured manner with all the time and how to go about it for all of us, so that we can use it and pass it on. As many teachers can use it, because people have asked how we can get all of these. So that was the whole idea behind bringing this about. And it has been actually toned down in terms of the questions, just 4 to 5 minimum questions for them, at least to even think, to reflect. And I think that's it. The work is done. That's about it. And for them to now then go back and simultaneously a couple of things that happened. So right from the beginning, I also realized that I was already doing something like that. It's just that I did not have structured answers. I was already looking at the dreams of people, hopes, what they had, even letter writing. Somewhere I was already doing this. The most gorgeous piece that I got from one of the children. So this brought everything together for me. So it's not just a booklet. I have created this whole bag with the stationery has been provided. It's literally like baby feeding. The stationery kit is there, and an envelope which has all the other papers, and another envelope inside with the questions, so they can just, at least to begin with, give out the questions to each other to look at or answer or reflect. And various different type of sheets of paper, and the stationery is also interesting with all those chalks and all of that. So these are the 5 exercises which with pre-post exercise reflective questions that are included. Mera Jahan, my own activity, Dil Se Dil Ka connection, remembering people making Hamare Kadam, a collective document on well-being, mental well-being. Ek Khas Baat, sharing special stories to see ourselves in different light. And Ek Khat, creating audiences are linking lives. So just in a structured way, what time and everything for the facilitator, whoever will be there, to bring these. So this was at the Angel Express Foundation where I took my jhola and I used this. And just prior to that, I would like to thank Ahana and Praveen. So they were holding one activity here, similar, and Aditi, of course, I can't forget her pizzas. So that also again taught me a lot. So I'm focusing more on how to go about the demeanor, the way to conduct everything. It's not just in, but it's what you exude. So I very intentionally wanted to just let it be the way they wanted. No expectations, nothing whatsoever. It was beautiful. We did the web activity, the passing of the wool, how they started, and they put it up on the wall themselves. It kept falling, but they didn't give up. They got some glue and Fevicol, and then they got double sticky tape. Some 15 of them, and they first thing in the morning, they stuck it there, and then the supervisor happened to come in. She was shocked. So I have to do several more for the Bandra as well as the Santa Cruz outfit of Angel Express. Also on the 20th of November, I have spoken with schools earlier with regard to this concept and generally to do workshops. So she was also totally taken in. She wants this book. Oh. And I'm doing this workshop for them for the Auxilium High School in Bandra. And the principal does the value education, so she was very keen. And hopefully several others in the pipeline. So my hope is to increase accessibility of narrative ideas and practices in school and community-based settings, and to help more voices discover themselves through the preferred stories of their lives. That is what the... So thank you all.